Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel and a new video. So today's video is going to be my June wrap up, which I'm very excited about because I've read 5 books, which is a lot for me this month because it's been crazy. A lot of stuff going on. Also, I'm very excited because it's been 5 very good books, which can be rare sometimes, and I'm very excited to talk to you guys about them. And yeah, let's just get started right away. Oh yeah, before we start, I've read 1 fantasy books, and then the 4 remaining has been contemporary. So definitely noticing that it's summer, because in the summer I don't read too much fantasy, more contemporary. So yeah, but let's get started. The first book I read this month is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, which is the newest book in A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and this has been my favorite. I loved it with all my heart. It was so good. It's definitely my favorite in the series. I loved following Nesta and Cassian and how their relationship evolves, and I also really like haters to lovers, which we kind of get in here. I really like Nesta. I didn't from the beginning, but she really grew on me, and she's really a strong and independent woman who is a real badass in my opinion, and she is kind of struggling a lot, and she's trying to heal and she's trying to forgive herself, and Cassian helps her with that, and their relationship really evolves into something really special, and it's very steamy, very hot, and I'm here for it. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It is a big one, but honestly, I flew through it. The next book I read is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secret of the Universe by Benjamin Ellery Sainz. So sorry, I have a little bit of trouble pronouncing his name, but this was a reread for me. I previously read this and loved it. I loved it just as much the second time around. In this book, we follow Ari and Dante, who kind of are 2 special boys. They don't really have too many friends. They're kind of struggling with their identity, and their family situations are a little bit tricky, and one day they meet each other and they really click right away. They have such a special relationship. The friendship evolves into something more, and we really do get to follow these guys as they kind of grow and evolves into something special. And it's just a really beautiful book about identity, finding yourself, and just a really inspirational book in my opinion. Truly a beautiful book about how friendship, how you can overcome things with friendship and love, and how it's so important. It's just a truly beautiful read, and I can't wait to reread this again. Honestly, I'm probably never gonna get tired of it. The next book is by the same author, and that is The Inspicable Logic of My Life. This was also a reread for me. The month of rereads, apparently. I've read a lot of rereads this month, but this, oh my gosh, I love this with all of my heart. This is very similar to the previous book I showed you guys. He has kind of similar themes in all of his books, with family, loss, grief, identity, finding yourself, and important stuff like that. In here we follow Sal, who lives with his adoptive gay father, and he's really been sure of his place, but one day he kind of starts questioning everything. He's kind of wondering about his real father. He feels like he doesn't really know who he is anymore, and he wants to find out. And it's a beautiful story about family, and what I really like about this is that how family can be family even when there's no blood relation. Like, you don't have to be related to someone to call them your family, and it's truly a beautiful and inspirational story, even this one. Also really difficult at some points to get through and heartbreaking because stuff is happening, but also very beautiful and inspirational because family and how relationships can really help with handling loss and grief. And these books handle loss and grief in a really beautiful way, and even if it's really sad, it's still very beautiful and inspirational to read. I gave both of these books 5 stars, but if I were have to choose, I think I like this one better than this one, but honestly they're both great. The next book is What I Lost by Alexandra Ballard. I love this book with all of my heart. You can see how many tabs I have. This is a very emotional and great, powerful story about 16-year-old Elizabeth, who goes to treatment for her anorexia. So she goes to this treatment center for all the girls, and you get to follow her journey there, how she wants to take back all that she's lost, and how also what I love about this one, that it's the author really portrays the disease very well, in my opinion. She takes it very seriously, which it is, and doesn't romanticize it, which some people can do. Elizabeth really wants to get better, but she's obviously struggling with it because it's not that easy. Also, what I really like is that you get to follow how a relationship changes. It doesn't only affect the person with the illness, it affects all of the people around you, your parents, your siblings, your friends, and how also parents can be really, really toxic and kind of influence an eating disorder on you. It's really, really good portrait in here how a relationship affects us and how we take after our parents. We learn their behavior, and it's really, really interesting, but also very heartbreaking. A very, very difficult, heartbreaking, emotional read, but also very inspirational and powerful, because, you know, it's not easy and she's really, really trying, and you get to follow some of the girls there and how they kind of get this special bond to each other because they are there for the same reason and they have to fight it together. Obviously a huge, huge trigger warning for weight, numbers, calories, food, eating disorders. It goes really in depth here, just be aware. But I really, really like this. I think this is one of my favorite books about eating disorders. I read quite a few, but I think this is portrayed so, so well, and I give this 5 out of 5 stars, no doubt. The last book I read this month is A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard. This has been on my shelf for a while, but I never really picked it up, never really been interested in it. It's cute and all, but it's never really catch my eye. But then I decided to pick it up, and I'm so glad I did. Very, very cute story about Steffi and Rice. So we follow Steffi, who can't talk. She has selective mutism, so she only really talks to people she feels really safe with. And then we follow Rice, who is deaf. And Rice starts at school where Steffi goes, and they meet because they have this connection. They both know sign language, so that's kind of how they communicate and get to know each other. And their relationship evolves, and it's very, very funny and cute to follow. Truly, truly one of those summery cute contemporary romance reads that you just want to dive into during the summer or on the beach. The cuteness and everything about this kind of reminds me of the Field Party series, the last book, I think, or I think it's coming out a new one, but it's, I think, Making a Play it's called. Kind of reminds me of that, where I think we follow the girl is deaf, and I think it really reminded me of that because the Field Party series is also so very cute and basic, but cliche and cute, and which is just what you need during the summer, honestly. Super, super cute story, but also very important. You get to know a lot about actually selective mutism and sign language and stuff. You can kind of learn a little, which is very, very interesting. We love to learn new stuff. But yeah, truly, truly beautiful and cute story. Very, very cute and adorable, but also nothing really too special. And I ended up giving it 3 stars. That was that for my little June wrap up. I think we have a pretty good stack here, honestly. I'm proud. I'm good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye!